Hello everyone, and an gorahkid is here bringing a GPU benchmark video, and of course the GPU in question is my own personal 1050 Ti. It's the palette version, the Storm X. The 1050 Ti launched in late 2017 October, and it launched with a price of about, I think it was £130, £140, something like that. I'm not sure what that is in dollars, but that's not a bad price that you pay for the specs. 768 CUDA cores, 4 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory, which is clocked at 7 gigabits per second, which is not actually too bad, and a boost clock just under 1400 megahertz. So this GPU is no slouch even in 2019. This GPU will hold its own in AAA titles, but its main design purpose is for esports titles, so like Fortnite, CSGO, Rainbow Six Siege, maybe Apex. It doesn't fare too bad on either. You'll see this from the benchmarks which I have done and carried out on this graphics card in my personal rig, and its specs will be linked in the description below if you want to check them out. Right, the first game. The game that everyone loves, Fortnite Battle Royale. And on the high preset at 1080p, Fortnite bagged us 73 FPS on average, along with a low of 49 FPS and a high of 96. So not too bad on Fortnite. You should expect a lot higher frame rate than that if you lower the settings, as it is a competitive game. Most pros play with everything on low apart from draw distance, which helps them see structures and players at further distances, which may give them a competitive advantage over someone who's got a lower draw distance. So if I was you, unless if you're playing Save the World, just lower the settings, turn anti-aliasing off, turn effects onto low, turn shadows off and everything, just to get as many frames as you can. A game which is actually surprisingly popular on PC is Forza Horizon 4, and to be fair, this did not fare too badly, knowing how bad Microsoft are with their ports of Xbox games onto PC. It's not the perfect port, but however, it's fun nonetheless. Forza Horizon 4 on the high preset managed to get 66 FPS on average, with getting 36 as a low and 75 as a high, and that's not bad for a budget card which was released in 2017. So I would say, if you're worried about Forza being a bad port on PC, don't worry, it's honestly not that hard to run. Like, you could even lower the settings. This is on the high preset at 1080p, so 30 FPS maybe, if you really want to raise the settings and make them go really high, like to ultra and extreme qualities. But if it was down to me, just lower the settings if you can't manage them and try and get a 60 FPS. It's a racing game. Even though it was launched in 2015, GTA 5 is still a very demanding game, and it will make your hardware suffer a bit depending on what hardware you have. Personally, on my PC setup, it doesn't run too good. Like, the averages don't look too bad, but there is a lot of micro stutter, and it kind of renders the game a bit unplayable, which is why I hardly play it that much anymore. However, the 1050 Ti managed to get 67 frames on average in GTA 5, with a low of 33 and a high of 84. With all that seeming good, I still don't play it because the stutters are just well too much. Like, to the point where it makes the actual gaming experience pretty bad because it's just stuttering well too much. The newest Battle Royale game at the minute, Apex Legends, runs really good on this card, to be fair. A bit iffy with the Nvidia drivers, but it's not too bad. But overall, it is not a bad gaming experience on the 1050 Ti playing Apex Legends. In my test, Apex Legends averaged 55 FPS, with highs of 107 FPS and a low of 32 FPS. I think that was when I was gliding in, and your GPU has to stream all the details, and it's really intensive at that bit, but as soon as you land, the FPS picks back up and it's okay. Even Fallout 4 with some mods installed still runs okay on this card. There's no visual enhancing mods installed on my Fallout, but if you want to install texture mods, the 1050 Ti will be able to handle it with its 4 gigabytes of VRAM. It will be okay as long as you don't install 4K texture packs, which will completely eat into your VRAM. But in the past, I have tried running ENBs and they don't run too well. Like, my FPS will go down from 60 to 30. As this game is locked to 60 FPS because the engine's terrible, we got an average of 58 FPS. But I can say it was running at 60 for most of the time. There was just a few hitches and loading screens and stuff like that. There was a low of 1, but that was in a loading screen as the world was loading, so I wouldn't really take any notice of that. Overall, Fallout is more than playable on this card, even with mods installed. Do expect the FPS to drop when you go into the city areas such as downtown Boston. So, Overall, in 2019, the 1050 Ti is a great budget choice to consider for your gaming PC. It's a great card for esports titles such as CSGO, Rocket League, Fortnite, and even AAA games such as Fallout, GTA. So, thanks for watching the video. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to watch more stuff like this. I also stream these games on Twitch every Tuesday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So if you want to watch me play them games, feel more than free to come and join me. And thanks for watching and goodbye.